Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Baylor Bears and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working from the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Gets the back moving. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the back. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Off play action. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Gonna run it. It's Cobb. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Brown wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to buy time. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys, too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
They're wearing this defense down on the opening drive. 12th play coming. Now it's third and short. Got some room into the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And, man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Flagway wants to throw. Under fire. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Flagway. The sure hands, it's Livingston. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the counter. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Bears have taken it inside the 20. The give on the option. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Lagway. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Baylor! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The run inside. It's Cobb. Breaks the tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. There's the pressure. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They want to throw it right down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Cobb. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. Brown wants to pass. Quick completion on the out.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and this one will be tough. Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball. Playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Throwing, Lagway. Pressure coming. And they got it.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. And they're able to make the tackle.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Lagway. Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The run inside. It's Turner.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Lagway to pass. Throwing right. Got a man. It's Brown. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago, they go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So
the big key, I think, for Baylor is this coaching staff getting the most out of DJ Legway, because you said it, David. He was one of the most recruited players and Gatorade Player of the Year in high school for a reason. His ceiling is so high. The issue, though, has been the consistency. If this coaching staff can get him to play his A game week in, week out, this Baylor offense is going to be impossible to stop.
The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Flagway wants to throw. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Flagway from the gun on third down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Flagway. Under fire. Lets it fly. That's caught. It's Freeman. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing them open.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. These corners going to give them some space. Buying some time. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Oh, it's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskies sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll open the second half with a run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Flagway to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Livingston. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They'll line up for a second down play. Throwing, Lagway. It's complete to the right. At the 45, on his way. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Bears are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And this one is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, find themselves playing from behind. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. They'll give it to him again. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
Brown wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. To the ground to try to move the chains. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good change-up. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He now has 106 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
This defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. You know,
got it! Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
oh man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Bringing it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll take it himself. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bears!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He wants to take the top off. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Finds his man. It's Brown. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Using the quick game. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Firing to the right, complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Running inside. It's Cobb. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Brown wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The inside handoff. There he goes. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the 4th quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put
out of space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now, the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making play.
Bringing it back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. Pulled down for the tackle.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They boot it away. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Brown will throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking, we're throwing to the sticks. Or
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
in situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
the game, bro.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. Brown wants to pass. Get it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. They recovered their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.